The time is now is back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the brute straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. All right, here I am at a decent time. Reason being, I got a week off coming up that allows me and my family to clean our church later in the week. I didn't have to do it today. And so the next probably 3 shows, I'll be doing this probably a little earlier, be a little bit more accessible for those of you who go to bed early, which is a goal of mine that I don't hit very often. All right, number 1, School Us album sales. So it will come up more later, but I am promoting this more, and I will explain to you why momentarily. But no sales this week. Number 2, I don't like sunsets much or country music. Don't have anything to report. Nothing happening in that regard for the week. Number 3, you will be glorified. I think I mentioned my coworker whose friend, I guess they're not at the same church right now, so there's probably not a lot happening there. Again, when I have these vacation weeks, I do have my one fellow I want to get with at least. And we'll see. I can't do. I can literally. I mean, I could fill my time with all music or all business type stuff or all catching up on tedious financial stuff or any of that, but I just have to break it up. So I will be able to dedicate more time, but I can't put unlimited time. So I don't know. We'll see if something happens in that regard in the next couple of weeks for the 2 and 3. All right, for the YouTube channel. So I am my social media coach, who's my daughter. I guess I'm going to start calling her my social media coach. Says I need to do, she would like to see me change a few things with this show and my shorts and my reels and all that. She didn't like the pool noodle back here, so I had to get rid of that. She doesn't like this. It's a holiday theme. This isn't, it's not it. No, or boo-boo or whatever, she says. So, but that's what I got, and I'm gonna ask my man Aaron Too Sick to see if I can get him to make a background. So I used it. I don't know, you can kind of see that. So my social media coach suggested I ask him if I can get a full background. The pajamas, doesn't like the pajamas. Should be wearing some regular. That had to be a suit. She thought that was a little too much if I was wearing a dress shirt. Somewhere between a dress shirt and pajamas is what we're targeting. But man, once I get changed, I don't want to change back. So it's pajamas again. So sorry if someone doesn't like that, but I'm comfortable. Let me look what time it is. Probably right now everyone's in their pajamas, right? Not just me. So whatever. But yes, I will look to do better next time. So also we got lighting. So the lighting needs improvement. Okay, I got my glasses. I had the migraine today, so I'm going to go after my glasses. I got to go see if I can find my glasses. That's going to be a help. I got to see if I can get them back. Those things, I guess, are worth something. So even though I'm not pursuing the musical angle, I got to get the glasses. So that's what's got to happen. And so for when I did my reels and my shorts and all that, I did it standing up with this behind me, looking straight at the camera, not looking down, which is what I've been doing. And I had my script up above. So now you're going to see me looking up there because I could have held it, but so it's like, this is just really fly by the seat of your pants type studio, right? So my coach has high expectations of me, though. So I don't know how we're going to work this out, but it's not what she's used to. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at this, by the way. Open mic this Friday, yo. Intervisions, open mic. Look for Mike Dynamic. Song number 4 off this is what my plan is. I'm going to have to practice it. Stay With You. That's the plan, to perform that. Have never done that song in an open mic, but let's see what happens. I think it's a good song in terms of very nothing, no opinions. Actually, it's a song for fans or would-be fans. It's kind of what the song's designed for, and that's how the song's structured. So, warm sound. I think it's a good song. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so to continue on the social media. So it's been good. I got my second best showing, second most views ever since I've been doing Instagram, 588 to be exact, this past week. So that's great. I'm very happy about that. It doesn't do anything in terms of no subscribers or nothing, but I think it builds the resume. I guess you got to say that it gets more exposure. I showed that chart last week, so I'm going back in time. So the first 10 weeks I've done this, I've kind of charted it out. So that's not there yet, but yeah, I'm very happy about that. Whereas on the other hand, YouTube Shorts got 4 views. Facebook is just continuing to go down. TikTok is rock solid. And so I asked my social media coach, I said, hey, how come this person, it says on TikTok, it said they mentioned me in a video, I think. Okay, so what happened was some young lady, I guess she likes to dance or something, had my name and a couple other names, at so-and-so while she's doing her dance. I don't know exactly why, but my social media coach believes that, so I will check out her reel or her TikTok, which I did. Cool. Which the other thing I've been thinking is like, oh, this TikTok, it's automatic. This is bots. How come I'm doing well? I did look back. I did have 1 week where it was only 3. Every other time it's been 250 plus. And then I had the week before was 2,000. This past week was 7, close to 8. So, and then hers, I saw, she's a good dancer. This is just as an example. I don't look at this stuff much. It seemed like good content, and it wasn't necessarily a lot of views. So I guess I'm doing something right in the TikTok world. I'm doing something wrong in the YouTube short world. Whoa, okay. Who knows why that is? Maybe what I'm doing is better suited for the TikTok people. I mean, I don't do the scrolling, I don't do that. I don't sit there, I don't. It's not a part of my life. Not really. I mean, I get into it occasionally, but it's not like, I heard someone on a voicemail in our industry, and she was saying she had to put a timer, almost like an alarm, to say, all right, no more social, no more scrolling, and then it shuts it off. But I guess there's a thing where you could say, want to, like a snooze button, 15 more minutes, you could just hit the 15. So she got a password. I mean, it's like, as I mentioned from my coach there, the social media is the cigarettes of today's generation. So I guess I'm feeding that. Hopefully, maybe not. And hopefully good stuff, Cigarettes are 100% bad. There is no opportunity for it to be good. But I suppose it's for this. You can actually provide good quality content with edutainment, like KRS-One called it back in the day. It doesn't have to just be entertainment, passively numbed out, zoned out. You can actually be learning, right? Get something out of it. So that's my hope. Okay. I think that's all I have to say about that. Rules of engagement, nothing to say. It kind of related to Bellevue Ballers, because what we do have my daughter, social media coach, daughter wants to do stuff online, and we have our rules of engagement don't allow you to do that, because the influencer have an unfair advantage over the everyday person. And so it's a level playing field in our world. So that's a no. And I loved it that way. I love that we don't have startup costs. Some big shot can't come in and buy up a spot at the top. Everyone's got to earn it, sweat equity. So I love that about it. So because of my vacation coming up, there's going to be more activity in that. I thought I could get to it today a little bit, but no, I ran out of time. But thankfully, I was able to do my whole day basically and not get everything done at a reasonable pace, because it is not anyone's goal. It's to do things at your own pace and not be harried. Do them at your own pace, but still get your to-do list done, and go to bed at a reasonable time. If I were to say that would be my daily objective, that is, and I'd hit it about never, but I hit it today, it looks like, thank God, and doing this show at a decent time. So merch. Oh, and I got to say too, so I've been doing for YouTube, the Better Bread Volume 12. It's one of those things where you don't get a lot of time watch. It's just a quick thing, but it's just exposure, getting more people. Really what I'm doing is at work. I'm going around the station and engaging people route by route. Basically, one a day is kind of my goal. On my day off, I'll figure out somebody else, or someone falls in my lap I haven't heard from, I'm going to share it. But that's my plan, and I think it's good. And I'm really thankful to be at the Wallingford station, because that's where I know people and they know me and they know my music, mostly because my promoter Dale, who I'm in touch with even today, and I shared my playlist with him. So all good. Sharing it. So that's what's going on. So nothing new there. But again, this comes up on that playlist, which is pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Okay. Now we go to Trump's gonna dump. My next song is kind of on this topic after I finish this song that I'm doing now. And so it's all but done. I mean, he smoked New Hampshire. I don't know why there's even a primary still, but anyway, and I was right when I mentioned this, that Newt went on and said, maybe I mentioned this again, I don't know, but that it is going to be the longest general election head-to-head battle in American presidential history. So here we go. It's on. And we're hearing more and more rappers. I keep talking about rappers coming around for Trump. We should have a rappers for Trump, they're just like by the boatload almost. And it's like even Snoop Doggy Dogg apparently he's coming around again. And see, the thing is, Trump was cool with all the rappers back in the day. He got into politics with the Republican Party. Had he got into the Democrat Party, he would have stayed cool with them, but that wasn't okay. So he's as a Republican, even though he's a winner, businessman, everything that if you're in the rap game and you want to have success, you want to be successful in business, you listen to a guy like that, but you got to disown him because racist, so-called, and that's what they use over and over, and that's all they got, man. So that's the thing. If you could help people get past that racist one, that's really all they got. If you ever get someone to look past it, it's over. You got them. And so more and more and more rappers are coming along. They're saying I guess he got 18.9% of the black male vote last time, which was a record for Republicans, probably in the modern era. It can't be pre-Lyndon Johnson. I'm sure it was much higher than that. If he gets 25 or whatever, the election's over. I mean, it's looking that way. If more and more of these guys come out, it's going to be impossible to stop. We hope and think. I mean, again, last election it looked like it was an impossible win for anyone but Trump. But of course, as my next song will help explain, there are ways around that. Yes. But it's getting more and more. So, and especially now, people are like, okay, now we'll be able to do a side-by-side comparison. What do we prefer? And for me, it personally hasn't changed a lot. I know my wife talks about stuff getting more expensive in grocery stores. Everything is going up. Wages go up. Cost of living goes up. Rents go up. Housing goes up. Everything's going up. The job market, you keep hearing murmurs of things like pharmacies, that's changing, right? But it's not like a total stop. We still need people at a post office. So jobs are out there. People need jobs. But again, I think it's not so much finding work. It's having and bringing in enough money to pay your bills when the cost of living and the inflation so outpaces your earning ability to increase your earning. For the typical job, again, if we're talking about entrepreneurship, that's different. But a typical job, no. But anyway, things are going well for them. And we got this Tom McDonald, Ben Shapiro song that's #1 on iTunes and everything else, it seems. So there's a definite hunger for what's going on in the culture. They want to hear people keeping it real, and that dude's keeping it real with Ben Shapiro. It's true. He's hitting them hard, not holding back. And a lot of times you can't say that. Well, he's saying it. He's saying everything. Check it out, called Facts. All right, Complete Songs, and my daughter was telling me about that one too before I heard about it. Complete Songs I made lyrics for on YouTube. So again, so for Alex, I think hopefully during this vacation, if we're going to do a song, I don't know if I could do it though, because I want it to be my next song I write. That's my funny song that I'm excited about. If he wants to do something during this vacation, I guess I'll do something else. I'll just whip something out. But I really think that's the song. My next song is the song. So I will continue on with this song so I can get to the next one. And then I have another song after that. That should be good too. All right. Let's get this party started. Pick up where we left off. Okay. All right, so the song is called The Decriminalization of Crime, and I was able to get the hook for my short reel, whatever, this week. So if you're interested in just the hook, you can find that on social media. If you are following me or doing whatever, of course, you can find it on the YouTube short. All right, so let's go with this. The lawlessness and the unintended consequence. The rest, how's your sleep doing? Ivory Tower politician straight ruin. The would-be Headley City. What's your vision, Mr. Mayor? Yes, the left-wing radicals do scare you. Because where's the beef? Where's the oomph? Where's the chutzpah? You're pussyfooting around and you thought of it as a clown. Peace through strength. You heard the refrain, against enemies foreigners. What did he say? What I'm saying is, how about domestic? It's a gunfight and you're bringing a stick. Unenforced laws will never stick. Crime is the new normal. You want to question that? You're abnormal. You're disgusting. You're deplorable. We're in an upside down world and you're questioning the upside downness? What is this? Well, it's the decriminalization of crime, and it's gone well past this time. Don't pay it no mind. There are no more criminals. There'll be no more doing time. It's the decriminalization of crime. It's gone well past this time. Don't pay it no mind. There'll be no more criminals. There'll be no more doing time. All right, so that was a little over a minute. So I've just got to do another verse, and then I'll do that hook again. I think I might have the song, because I kind of like, let's see, I'm getting this going. This is good, man. I got my chart. Very nice. Yeah, I'll get that. If I can knock it out, I'll knock it out. And then we can be going on to the next one. So verse 2. What shall I discuss? What shall we say? Okay. 2. This is verse 1. I don't know if I mentioned, so my two songs from now, hopefully it will be at a different venue with the useful participants. I didn't talk to the family about that yet. It's a possibility, but I really got that hooked down too. So I'm way ahead of the game. Decriminalization of crime. All right. So, oh, by the way, so Fetterman, I guess this is Mr. Casual Senator, but he's not having the wokeness, apparently. I guess this is what everyone says, right? So that's right. You know, he's not having it. He said Israel flag to those guys, not the Palestinian craziness, right? So that's good. See, I mean, this is what we gotta have it, you know. And so, can a guy like that come around? Can he really come around? You know, can he be the new Manchin? Manchin's gone. They're gonna try to kick this guy out now. But see, that's when politics is fun. I love that. You know, he's gonna be. I love it. But this is and one of the commentaries I saw. The guys like this is Achilles' heel. That yeah, I mean, it's so far out there. I mean, a lot of Jewish people are voting Democrat, liberal, but they still don't agree with that. But that's where you get the divide the vote, you know. So we'll see. And these guys, as I said last week, they're willing to go out in the winter cold and protest. Never happened before. So they're committed to this. All right. So anyway, decriminalization of crime. I guess in our present time, I'll just start out like that. Our present time do we have the presence of mind to see, so I mean, maybe I'm just going to straight challenge this, right? To see the folly. Where's my dictionary? I know what it means, but I don't use the word folly really. But to see the folly. Man, what am I doing lately? I don't have my dictionary down here. Put a dictionary on the hand and bring it down. Okay. To see the folly in this farce. What's farce mean? Not true. It's a joke, right? So, to see the folly in this far, do we not have the presence in our present time? Do we have the presence of mind to see the folly in this farce? So I'm gonna have to find a way to rhyme with that, right? To see the folly in this farce. I could kind of go off here with to see the folly in this farce. The forest from the trees. I don't even hardly understand that one. Time is ticking. Would you get with the program, please? So now here's what I gotta say. Think about future generations. And the wreckage we're leaving behind. so hot under the collar. It's making you dumb. That's a saying, right? Deaf and blind. Now, somebody might say, that's pretty, whatever. Anybody who's dumb doesn't know they're dumb. If you're deaf, you know about it. If you're blind, you know about it. And praise the Lord, we have somebody in our congregation who has that, and she hears like a million times better than I'll ever hear. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you have. And I like, you know, if you were to be in that, you would really use that sense, right? But we're talking about people that are none of those three, but it's making you that. That's the whole point. Is Will's talking about today. He was saying like, we're talking about the road to Emmaus. Disciples are arguing. They're very heated, so they don't see the truth. They're so hot and angry and getting at each other that they don't see really what's going on. So again, when you get people all whipped up and crazy, they make poor decisions, and it's making you dumb, deaf, and blind. So that's what that is. See? All right. And you're not thinking long term. Okay. But again, got to be, you know, thinking ahead. We can't get, and that's what a lot of the colleges, obviously, they have skulls full of mush, like old Rush would talk about. Maybe I should even say that. The colleges got the young skulls full of mush. Shout out to, I'll just have to say it. Shout out to Rush. Miss you much. And that's where their gains are made. Now, I wonder, when you talk about forgiving student loans and stuff, would it be, I mean, the cost of college is not dropping. They're not talking about dropping the cost of college. They're talking about forgiving student loans. Again, this is another inflation thing. You're not going to lower the cost of college, though. I mean, instead of forgiving student loans, why don't we cut the cost of college to 1/5? Now, we have online. We have all these options. We have the thing about universities, beautiful campuses, unparalleled. I love going over to the University of Washington. There really isn't anything in this area that's quite like it, because it's just something about a nice, peaceful campus. And you could think it's really nice. And I go to North Seattle College, and it's cement, and it's horrible. It's a lot cheaper, but man, you're not there for the environmental, the anything. You know, it's just like you're there to get your paper or something. You know, but if that's where their gains are made. Maybe I could throw in my daughter's little saying I hear her say. I don't know if I can pull this up. That's where the gains are made. That's where I can't figure out how to say it. You can go to get played. All right, next time, back to the rhymes.